It's that time again. It's time for everybody's favorite new game show, Hypocrite of the Week. We've got several contestants this week, so let's get started. We've got Jesse Waters. We've got Dana Loesch. We've got Gutfeld. We've got Hannity. Not that one, the other one. But not to be forgotten, our returning champion, Sean Hannity, is back. That's right, Sean Hannity. You want to get us started?
Breaking this week, a trove of top-secret classified documents, including sensitive, compartmented information from the Obama administration. They were uncovered in a private, unsecured office at the Biden Center for Diplomacy and Engagement in a folder that was marked VP Personal. Now, this reportedly includes secret material surrounding the UK, Iran, Ukraine. Now, to put it simply, thanks to Joe Biden, America's most sensitive secrets were floating around in an unsecured office that was bought and paid for by the CCP.
Sean starting us off with a huge 10 points. Way to go, Sean. That is some hypocritical bullshit. Outstanding work. Dana?
The left is going to be so quick to dismiss any kind of concern that the right brings up about this as some sort of like tit for tat. But, you know, honestly, I think first and foremost, this also is what happens when you don't report fairly on things. Do you remember all of the stuff that the media was saying? The National Archives, which I find incredibly interesting, they were very vocal about all of this during the Trump situation. But as it relates to this Biden situation, we haven't heard anything from them. We were told it could be nuclear secrets. It could be a million other things. We could all die. No, I mean, and then as it turned out, it was all old stuff that's already been out there anyway.
Dana hits hard with 10 points right off the bat. Way to go, Dana. How about you, Jesse Waters?
Yeah, well, the whiny librarian that basically triggered an FBI raid at the former president's estate somehow doesn't have anything to say about this president mishandling classified documents. Dana, it turns out, you know, if you're Hillary Clinton, you can mishandle classified documents, you could bleach them, and you could open up a server to the Chinese and Russians to hack. And if you're, you know, other Democratic president, you could lock them in a closet in Washington, D.C., and you know how hard closets are to penetrate.
Whoa, Jesse Waters, 10 points to you.
Apparently, yeah. No, and another point to make about this, too, I mean, you remember with the Trump situation and Biden, I mean, you had Biden who was looking into a political opponent using Merrick Garland. And do you honestly believe that Merrick Garland is going to give this any kind of serious scrutiny? Because I don't. That's how far we've gone. I think that everything with this administration, they've made it incredibly too political, incredibly too personal, and too tribal. I don't think that anything, even if there is something incredibly serious in this, and I know there's 10 documents, and you mentioned commingling. They were commingling with all of the other non-classified materials. Right. That's a serious issue.
Dana comes back. That's another 20 points for you, Dana. That's a total of 30. Way to go, Dana. You're in the lead.
Jesse, I do think this is important, A, because it's clear that Joe doesn't know what the hell's going on, right? And B, this just, to me, is worse than Watergate. Yeah.
Whoa, how hypocritical from Greg Gutfeld. That's way to go, Greg Gutfeld. You're a real piece of work. That's 10 points.
I think they all do it. I think every president squirrels away documents. I don't know if he was trying to hide something or he's just incredibly irresponsible. Two things strike me here. One, he doesn't know what's in them. He doesn't know how they got there. He doesn't know how long they've been there. He has no idea who put them there. That's a real issue if you're talking about top secret classified information. And yeah, we should be concerned about that considering the people, potentially spies, who are surrounding politicians like...
Kennedy never has anything interesting to add, but she does do it this time. That's 10 points, Kennedy. Way to go.
This is a serious offense. Let's go back and listen to what Biden said only 4 short months ago when he was on 60 Minutes, one of those rare interviews he gives. Take a look.
When you saw the photograph of the top secret documents laid out on the floor at Mar-a-Lago, what did you think to yourself, looking at that image?
How that could possibly happen, how anyone could be that irresponsible. And I thought, what data was in there that may compromise sources and methods? By that I mean names of people who helped, or et cetera. And it's just totally irresponsible.
How can anyone be that irresponsible? All right, tonight maybe Biden should be asking himself that question. Now, of course, Joe Biden, he doesn't need to defend himself. Why should he? He's got Don Lemon, he's got Liberal Morning Joe, he's got the ladies of The View, he's got 2 fake news networks, MSDNC, fake news CNN, he's got the Washington Post, the New York Times, 3 networks, ABC, CBS, NBC, and dozens of other outlets that are more than happy to defend the president against all odds.
It's a hypocritical explosion from Sean Hannity. Oh my goodness, Sean Hannity. Wow, that's amazingly hypocritical coming from this bunch. That's another 10 points. You're up to 20.
Respects and takes this very seriously.
Checkmate, Peter Doocy. How can that happen? How can one be so irresponsible? We're supposed to believe Biden takes it so seriously that he left top secret classified material behind for the taking here, there, everywhere for years.
That's another 10 points. You're up to 30.
Second time this week, we are now learning that secret material from the Obama administration turned up in another private, unsecured office accessed by Joe Biden during his time as a private citizen. I think it's time for Mar-a-Lago style raid to happen at Joe Biden's private residences, where he's building a wall, by the way.
Straight up calling for a raid on Joe Biden's house a la Mar-a-Lago. That is the most hypocritical damn thing I've heard during this whole fiasco. Outstanding work, Sean Hannity. That's an extra 20 points. That's a total of 50 for you. You are our returning champion once again, Sean Hannity. Just cannot be beat. His hypocritical bullshit goes on forever. It's amazing to me that anybody actually listens to this network because they all tried so hard. But the hypocritical nature of Sean Hannity took my breath away, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some nice parting gifts for all those who just weren't quite hypocritical enough. I'm looking at you, Tucker. Where are you? Come on, man. On our next episode, look out for Tucker Carlson because he's coming hard. Join us next time for Hypocrite of the Week.